Welcome back. Today's episode is about leadership when the damage has already been done and what happens next. This is a story about leadership mistakes, and it centers on Starbucks and its longtime leader, Howard Schultz. Starbucks is a global coffee company that transformed a simple beverage into a premium, everyday experience. At its peak expansion, Starbucks wasn't just selling coffee. It was selling a sense of familiarity, warmth, and community in thousands of neighborhoods around the world. That success, however, created its own blind spot. As Starbucks grew rapidly in the early 2000s, Howard Schultz pushed for aggressive expansion. New stores opened at a relentless pace. Efficiency became a priority. Systems were standardized. Automation increased. From a financial perspective, it made sense. But culturally, something began to break. The handcrafted feel that defined Starbucks started to fade. Espresso machines were redesigned to face away from customers, hiding the brewing process. Store layouts became uniform. The focus shifted subtly from experience to throughput. Customers noticed. Employees noticed even faster. Baristas felt less connected to the product. Stores felt transactional. The emotional connection that once differentiated Starbucks was weakening. At first, leadership didn't see it as a problem. Sales were still strong. The brand was still dominant. The warning signs were soft: declining loyalty, slower same-store growth, rising disengagement. By the time Schultz stepped down as CEO, the cracks were visible. When he returned in 2008, Starbucks was struggling, and the global financial crisis only amplified the pressure. Schultz faced an uncomfortable truth. The problem wasn't competition. It wasn't the economy. It was leadership decisions, his own. Rather than defend past choices, Schultz did something rare. He admitted the mistake. Publicly and internally, Schultz acknowledged that Starbucks had grown too fast and lost its soul in the process. Growth had diluted the very experience that made the brand valuable. His response was dramatic. Schultz closed more than 7,000 U.S. stores for a full day to retrain baristas. The cost was enormous. Critics called it reckless. But the message was clear: the experience mattered more than short-term sales. Expansion slowed. Store design was rethought. Coffee education returned to the center of the business. Leaders were told to prioritize connection over speed. More importantly, Schultz changed how decisions were discussed. By owning the mistake, he created space for honest conversation. Leaders felt safer challenging assumptions. Strategies shifted from more stores to better stores. The lesson from this leadership mistake isn't about avoiding growth. It's about knowing what growth costs. Mistakes become dangerous when leaders protect their ego instead of the organization. Schultz's error wasn't expansion itself. It was ignoring the cultural trade-offs that came with it. But his recovery showed something equally important. Leadership isn't defined by never being wrong. It's defined by how quickly and openly you respond when you are. The courage to say, "I got this wrong," doesn't weaken authority. It strengthens it. Because when leaders acknowledge their mistakes, they signal that learning matters more than appearances. And that's how organizations recover, not just financially, but culturally. Thanks for watching. For more business English tips, follow our Instagram at @bpropeller, our LinkedIn Propeller Business English, and our website, bpropeller.com.